Hey guys, welcome back to the Endz podcast. It's the long-awaited episode. We finally have our first guest, and yeah, we're talking about Tarek. Remind me of the topic, please.
Um, the difference of school abroad, um,
The
yeah,
school I am.
school I referring to friends,
So
but yeah,
yeah. This week we're joined with Sarah, Lee, and Neja Mile. If I'm pleased, Taylor, I'm saying that right. I usually just say Neja. Oh,
Could've
so
just
yeah,
like Hedrick. But
yeah.
you did it
Let's
right.
get right into the episode. Run the intro.
all right. So hi guys, it's good to have you. First of all, thanks for waiting patiently. Um, well, sorry, we're going to drill you with some questions because we really want to get an insight as to what school abroad is like, how different it is compared to going to school out here. So, firstly, can you guys tell us the name of the school that you're currently?
I think they should introduce themselves first,
But
cause
yeah, actually, true. So yeah, you guys can give a brief intro.
Okay, I'll go. Hey guys, I'm Niger. I'm currently at St. John's University. I'm a junior and I'm majoring in biomedical science. I'm hoping to be a surgical PA. So hopefully that's like another 2 years of school and I'll be able to work in the field of my choice.
Nice.
Hey, hi guys. I'm also a student at St. John's. Um, I'm a pre-law student. I'm preparing for law school right now. Yeah, that's basically it.
that's Sarah, by the way.
Hi guys. I didn't say my name.
No, you
No.
didn't.
Okay, I'm Sarah. Sorry. I swear that was the first thing I said.
All right. Thanks, guys. So, all right, one of the questions we want to just to answer. So what was your first impression of like the school community, like when you just went there?
Um, it was big. It was big and there was just so much space. And in terms of like population wise, it was a very mixed school. It wasn't like predominant. I wasn't just seeing like one set of like race or ethnicity there. It was just like it was very diverse. So I was seeing like all of different cultures, all of different persons and so on. And even like when you just enter, you see like different flags on the buildings. So it really does represent the diverse culture of New York.
Yeah, something that definitely like stood out to me was how accessible everything was on campus. Um, would have like you would enter a building and for example you want to print your homework and a printer would literally be right there. Like you didn't have to like worry about, oh my god, how am I going to find a printer to print something. Like literally everything that I can think about that you need to like be comfortable in a school was there. Like there were lots of open spaces to study. The library was actually very quiet. There, lots of resources that you could use inside the libraries. So that for me, like the environment of the school was very conducive to learning. Like I didn't have to worry about, like the day-to-day stuff because everything was just right there at your disposal. So that was good for me because I don't like walking around trying to find um, like a printer or if I need to buy food, like there are lots of places and options on campus too.
Yeah, there's definitely like a lot of resources there.
So nice.
And any building you step into, like you're guaranteed to like be able to
But
access anything. Yeah, anything that you need is just there.
Nice.
So I have a follow-up question. So I know Sarah, you mentioned that you had printers accessible, like it was easily accessible. Did you have to like pay for printing?
okay, so a part of our tuition is comes with a printing cost. So we have US dollars per semester to use up for printing, and that through our tuition. So there are printing stations scattered throughout the campus. And literally, they only need your school ID, insert it into the printer. So you would send whatever document that you need to print straight from your computer to the printer. And it's like an ID system. So you insert the ID into the printers and you can basically send the document from home, then go to school, insert it into the printer, and it prints directly. And you can literally do that anywhere on campus that a printer is present. And that's usually every single building. And there are multiple of them.
And even in the dorms too. Even in the dorms and the dining halls, they have printing stations. And as long as you have the app, you can just send your work, upload your work on the app, and you just go to school and print.
Well,
I
I
mean,
think that's
you don't really appreciate those minor inconveniences.
Yeah.
Like it's not there.
yeah. I think a certain university needs to like take note
Yes.
of having
Instead of
students
waiting that
waiting for
long
like
time.
hours.
Yeah, I was going to
Hours
say
to
the
print.
same thing.
Trust me, that was one thing that I really appreciated because I'd be rushing to class and be like, I have homework to print, and literally before I step into my class, there's a printer right there. So that was very
Exactly. And you like just be like maybe you just finish an assignment in class and you're supposed to like hand it in late and you're just like, oh, can I go to the bathroom? You just go downstairs, print your homework, carry it in, and they just forget that it's even late.
Yeah.
So
Nah.
everything's just there for you.
Our specific university will make you handing an assignment late simply because you spent an hour to
Wait,
print it. So
wait, Ramonde, did you just call the university name?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm just making sure. I thought I heard something.
No.
no.
All
From
right,
the
makes
connection.
sense. Oh, makes sense.
all right. So Nesha, you mentioned the diversity of the school in terms of its students. So I know there are a lot of cultural differences there, which is good.
Wow.
How
For the guys that don't know, it's the campus is in New York, right?
Yeah, it's in New York.
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have that cultural diversity there, but how about your subjects? You guys are able, like people who want to do like various different things, could you go to that university and they'll have the option to do many different fields, right?
Yes, it's a private school. It's not just geared to like one specific field or area of study.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have everything, but they touch on everything on most areas because it's a liberal arts school. So they have the psychology, theology, um as well as like sciences, biomed, which is what I do, biology, chemistry, natural sciences, the liberal arts majors like art, music. They have everything. They have a wide variety of like majors to choose from. So it's not just like it's a STEM school or it's just a humanities school or it's just for like criminal justice. It's very mixed in terms of courses. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And you guys are enjoying the courses that you guys are doing now. Sorry, you're doing law, you said, and biomed, like why?
Not bad. It's not that bad. I promise.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
All right.
So like, wait, I have a question. Is there like any major differences with like school abroad and school in Jamaica?
Of course.
Yeah, for
Of
sure.
course. Let's talk about first the leniency when it comes to like assignments. I can make up any excuse and I can just submit whenever.
Suppose on
I
Must
was,
be nice.
this video right now.
I was going through a lot. Okay,
I
fine. Then
have an
I just
assignment due
Let's talk
tomorrow
about
and
let's talk about extra credits.
let's talk about extra credit.
extra what?
What
Extra
exactly?
credit.
All right. So
Something
for
that we can't relate to.
We said
something we can.
Something that we can't relate to.
yes. So for example, oftentimes you'll finish the semester with like a B plus or a A minus, and say for example you want to bump your grade to a A. You can go to your professor and be like, yo, can I have like an extra assignment to push my grade to an A? Then they'll give you an assignment to push your grade to an A. because
Nice.
and oftentimes
Oh,
they'll be the ones to come to you and be like, yo, here's some extra credit assignments, work on them, give them back to me, and they'll boost your grade. So that for me was, I know that none of my teacher them in Jamaica was not, but never going to that. So that for me was like a good
that happened to me once.
story.
That happened to me once. For discrete math, I was like, it's a very hard course for computing. And the teacher said, okay, I know, because for computing, you have to pass coursework and then you have to pass the exam.
Oh no, that's SciTech in general.
No, it's computing. It's not all of SciTech.
Well, most of SciTech.
Most of SciTech, yeah.
Yeah.
So the teacher, best teacher over SciTech, he said, okay, I know the course is hard. I'm going to give you guys two quizzes, two open book quiz that you can get around, I think it was 5%. And like me and some people stay in the lab for like until like 11 o'clock that night to get those questions done.
The only
We actually needed the help because I think I needed like 3% to pass the coursework because as I said, it's very hard. So yeah, shout out to that lecturer.
yeah, I think the only I think the only well, I wouldn't really call it extra credit, but the only extra credit I got in my department, I was in geo, I'm in the geography department. And like the easy grade or credit that we got was getting like what 2 to 5% for just turning up at class one semester, which was good for us.
And that's good.
I would never get that because they do my thing already. Our friends.
Same.
That
I
reminds me
can't relate.
one of the major difference too is that a part of our grade for each of our classes is attendance. So like oftentimes you have 20% of your overall grade is based on attendance.
All and that's right across the board. Like
No, it's not. It depends. It's at the discretion of the teachers, and also it depends on what college you're in. Because not all of my professors are like that. For some, they'll like give a high percentage for attendance just because they want students to show up. But it's not a case where it's like every class or every professor.
Sometimes it's like 10% of your overall grade. Sometimes it's 20%.
Yeah, so 10 to 20% is normally the region for yeah.
So people like friends definitely can't go.
No, all right.
But you guys don't know
friends
friends don't go to class.
Friends does not go to
friends I know no, just Bill. Please do not do that.
What do you mean, Bill? You go to class.
Friends, you go to school.
Every single one of my classes.
If you miss 6 classes overall, you fail the course.
Friends would fail
out here. It's a
like last semester before the whole virus thing, France had like school every day except one, and you would only see France on a Friday.
On the day, exactly, on Friday.
He's chilling.
Brother,
as
come
usual.
on.
I mean, it's over so size, so
yeah, him can get away with it.
Please do not slander my faculty. Thank you.
My classes, I can't get away with that because the class sizes are really small. It's like a cave class. Well, not really. It's like 20 people, maybe.
Oh,
right.
We don't have like lecture sizes at all in my college, so
it's a different because I have like very large classes.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
And then
like, sometimes like my attendance will just be like taking a poll, so I can try to like I'll have friends in the class. If I'm not going to class, I'll have friends in the class and they'll just send me the time for the poll and I go on the app and I just answer the poll and that's my attendance.
I guarantee that your professor will see this video. We don't know how, but probably.
That was from before. That was like first year.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
But I mean, like Neja, you have to like me and you and Ramanda sometimes we kind of have to turn up, especially when we have practicals. So we're forced to really attend classes.
Wait, so I actually leave.
I'm mostly forced to attend
because we do labs, friends. Labs.
Yeah, we have a lot of
what? Yes, I can't get away.
All right.
Oh wait, before you move on, one major thing that is very different is the fact that our grades are released within a matter of like a week. So after doing final exams,
okay.
Like the following week,
they have 74 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Release
Wow.
our
That's
grades
efficient.
or final grades.
You don't get, if you finish a course December 14th and you don't see grades by December 20th, you can basically
So,
do the most.
And we up here in January waiting.
Sometimes you're registering for a course without receiving.
I
In
know.
your grade.
That's what we do. We don't before we take exams, we register for our next semester.
Yeah,
uh,
like a month before the semester that you're going into, we have to register for it. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, I
nah,
mean,
we like to
no,
before.
no. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going from first to second semester, we can register for second semester. Even
Like a week or
For the
two
week,
before.
for
we can do it
semester,
the same. We can do it the same time we register for first semester.
They change it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, yeah, you
Yes,
can do it
you
at the same
can.
time.
I usually
You
just
can
wait
change as
until
well.
the semester finish.
Same.
Usually,
December.
but friends, obviously, because you know we never know if we may actually go school, so you have to wait until done the first semester.
No, please do not do that.
So yeah,
I think you guys are giving me a bad reputation regarding school.
We?
Yes.
you gave yourself that a long time ago.
No, but the thing is, I attend all my classes though.
No,
You
you
guys
don't,
So
Frank.
anyway, Ramanda, we're not arguing with you.
Like one of your lecturers literally told you it's the first time she was seeing you, and it was like the last part
The
of
last part of the semester.
But I passed the class, so I think that's a
Because
good.
it's
that matters.
so
That's
side.
No,
You
it's
couldn't
not.
try that in SciTech.
What I mean is so psych. I could have done it in any faculty. to
You
be
could
honest.
not do that
Oh,
in
yeah.
SciTech, friends.
Yes, I could,
We're
bro.
not going. We're
Brains
not
now.
going to have this
Alright.
discussion tonight.
I'm brains
Yeah.
now, like
Okay, friends. Okay.
But SciTech harder than SoSci.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is. But anyway,
Alright.
friends, what's your GPA?
My
What's your
current
GPA?
GPA.
What's your
Alright.
GPA, friends?
No, wait. Are you trying to like you want it higher?
What is your just what's your GPA? Come on, just tell us.
Because obviously, I'm gonna tell you a high one. You're gonna say, because I don't want to. I'm gonna tell you a low
That's
one. Now you're gonna use
literally
it
what
against
we
me.
Friends, the last time you told us your GPA was 3.7 or 3.5, one of them.
Alright, now I can't tell my current GPA. Dog.
Okay, Ramanda, I cannot tell you our current.
Yeah, we like literally.
Yeah,
we
that's
can't-
We cannot disclose
My
that
GPA is
information.
really low. Exactly. That's how hard society is. Like,
Fred, shut
my
up.
struggle.
Move on. Moving on.
Alright, moving on. Alright, so guys, tell us if one of the worst experiences you've on campus so far.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the U people should do this as well.
Yeah, we can as well.
sure, I want to hear that.
I have to think
So
like
who went first?
No, definitely the
yes, let's our guests go first.
Oh, what's my worst experience so far?
first experience.
Oh, I think my worst experience has been like when a faculty member marked my accent when I was talking to him about something serious. And I was just like, sir.
They did not do that.
Yo,
He literally did.
What?
Literally did.
wait, in
It was
December,
so uncomfortable because I'm just like,
or
why are you even doing that? But yeah.
did the
That's not-
person say month?
Huh?
Did the person say month? Like
I said, what?
months,
Like,
you know,
man,
like
yeah, man.
the stereotype.
Like
Oh
yeah,
no,
man.
like I was requesting something and then he literally repeated what I said. He marked what I said.
Yikes.
But that's not nice.
No, it isn't.
That's actually
It's a kind of like microaggression. But yeah. I reported it to my dean and everything and
I think he's
it was just kind of weird. It was very weird.
I think he's lucky you're a nice person. Honestly.
Yeah, probably.
I think he's lucky you're a nice person because some of the people I know would not take that very lightly.
It was so slight that I really had to think about it and be like, did that really just happen? I wasn't sure. It was very, very slight. But yeah, I think that's one of the worst experiences I've had so far.
Sarah?
I really think of a worst experience, but I'll tell you guys a very annoying experience. Is the financial aid department. They don't play, okay? You cannot owe them. First of all, you have to start pay them, like say you're doing this semester, you have to start pay them for the new semester in the old semester. So basically, they want money before you even start school. So that for me is just like annoying, but it's a part of their policy. So it's not like a bad experience, but it's just like, yo, you can wait.
Like literally, you finish paying for this semester in like December. Like say you finish December 8th, you finish, that's the last payment you have for this semester. And literally within 2 weeks, you have to pay for the following semester. It's crazy.
Okay, like, and the following semester don't start until like end of January.
Yeah.
And you have to start paying for it from like December.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I understand. Universities kind of have a thing about being paid.
And getting their money on time.
Yeah, always.
University in Jamaica, I'm not going to call name. Like someone did, I know this story where a person owed like, was it $23?
Yeah, some change.
Yeah, it was like literally some
and he was not allowed to do his exam
until he.
But you, nah.
Oh no, what are you doing?
A certain university had
You don't call them name. Just continue.
We're going to.
Now I was remembering my time at UA Hospital. That's what
okay, makes sense.
Wow.
A certain university had $20,000 for the same person that he owed the $23, and he was not allowed to transfer that $20,000 to the account that he owed the $23, and it was just stupid.
Yeah, that's the thing that will get me annoyed now.
Yeah, and then you have to go into, I'm not going to say the place, but you have to go into this building that's very annoying to deal with.
No, the bursary.
The same place, friends.
Oh
but if you came to school, you'd know that. If you came to school,
no, I know it's the
okay.
same thing, but I'm just trying. I'm trying.
Well, we have a lawyer, and we get sued for that.
Oh yeah, for real.
I don't think they have that much time.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think you a president on YouTube looking at the Endz podcast, all them people are talking about my school. I don't.
You never know. Still,
fair enough.
What is speaking in truth? So even it's facts.
Truly.
And it's young too. So.
Worst experiences, guys. Well, you have any friends that come to school?
Probably when it rains at Yui. When it rains, it's horrible.
Yeah. During it, just
I don't really.
I feel like that's a Jamaican problem, though. That's not a you problem.
Yeah.
True.
I can't recall having a worst experience still.
I don't think I have a worst experience, but I had a fun one, and it was when it rained. So, when it rained, and I usually park over by engineering department, and then my friend Daryl would park over there as well. But when it rains, and I mean it rains, engineering parking lot is just completely flooded, underwater.
It rains every Monday at UA.
No, every evening at UA.
Every Monday. That's a fact.
Like, legit, it's always raining up there, and the weather is bipolar. But yeah, so it floods. I mean, serious flood, water up to car door and everything, type of flooding. And so we went there, and Daryl parked in the worst possible spot so that he couldn't get into his vehicle because it was completely flooded. So we're like, all right, we need to find an ingenious way to get you into your vehicle without you getting soaked. So Daryl said, all right, watch your style, yeah. Go for the van. So I went for my van, and I pick up Daryl at the gate. I'm so, all right, my girl on the back, I'm gonna slide the door. You're going to back up beside my car. I'm going to open the door, and I'm going to jump from your van to my car, and I'm just like, you're not serious. And people were outside watching us, watching me back beside Daryl vehicle. Daryl opened the car door and jumped from the van into him car, and I'm just.
I used to made it.
And he actually
Them
made
after
like
they make it.
he actually made it. Remember Daryl kind of.
Why I go so close? You should like give some look
No,
give some
because
little
I
space
had to
like
give him.
this.
Make it difficult.
No. You
No,
should give
I
him
was.
enough space to almost make it. So there's a chance him not make it, chance to make it. I
I
think that would
mean,
have been
I mean,
hilarious.
I mean, if it was like you or Amanda, I'd probably do that, because that's how we are with each other.
So how can I style that?
But that's how we are.
My worst
Fair
moment
enough.
at UA is probably one of the many all-nighters I did in the library.
Why?
I've never done that.
Because computing, and I don't like computing. So I have to do all-nighters to try and pass the course.
But why is that your worst experience?
Because it's so annoying. Like UA, you don't have place to buy food after a certain hour. The library get really cold after a certain time.
Don't say their name.
As you said, food, like during study week, like when we have finals week, they make it so conducive for studying. Like places will be open. They have like stress busters before you have before you have finals week, so you can get a massage and you get to like play with puppies
Yeah,
and color
like a
and like
bunch of
make art stuff. And they also like when they have like a midnight breakfast run where if you're on campus studying at 12 they'll open the dining hall and they serve you breakfast. Everybody can go and get breakfast.
Oh,
We can barely even find
nice.
edible food during the day, much less at night and early morning.
Fox, bro, unless it's like KFC or BK.
Yeah, but
Only
during
fast
exam
food.
time the campus is like completely different. Like it's just so open for studying. Like everything is just good.
literally they leave like a couple buildings, they leave them open just for studying during finals
The
time.
library
Like
open 24
everybody
hours.
rushed to the classroom. So like once somebody's in the classroom, like that's taken. So you find like one person to like will find a classroom and you just have to find another room. But they leave like several buildings open during finals week, so you can basically just take a classroom and study. And you just bring your own whiteboard marker, whatever you want, and you can use the board and you have the entire classroom to yourself to study. So that's good. I used to use that.
Yeah, and they also have like
That's nice.
you can use the projectors to like do anything. If you want to watch Netflix, you want to watch a YouTube video. So once you're in the classroom, you have access to like the projector, the whiteboard, like anything you want to do really, because use your ID information and like your ID number and information. That's what's used to like access the computers, and then you can just project anything you want. People like have watched like movies, stay on campus and like watch movies in the classrooms.
And their
or
teams
YouTube
in the
videos.
classroom and like projectors, speakers, everything.
Yeah, and like they'll play music when they're studying as well, and you can close the doors if you want to like be by yourself. So
Okay.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Get a library.
Yes.
I don't think I don't think they trust us out here to leave classrooms
Yeah,
after a
for real.
certain time.
Or leave the equipments.
I think the only classrooms that actually are open are computing and engineering.
No, after a certain hour, computer lab closed.
Computing, but I know engineering opens quite late.
Wait, computing and engineering lab is the same thing, right?
No, they have some different classrooms.
No, I mean in the lab. I know the lab is the same.
I think so. Yeah, I think so, actually. But yeah, they don't really keep them open because people do all manner of stuff in there that's not related.
I'm sure they do it there too. I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure they do here as well. But I mean, it's just accessible to you. So that's
They
good.
do air bad stories too. It don't make. I'm not into make this sound all pretty, but they do shit in the classrooms.
We want to hear the bad stories, but
In the classroom, on the lawn, in the library.
on the steps going up to Medsai, apparently.
We also have the garden, but that's for another podcast.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Garden.
I won't get into that.
Wait, what garden?
You don't know the garden? I
Franz
forget
needs
you
to
know
go to
from you.
school.
You guys
No,
see
Franz will go school, exactly. Thank you for proving our point,
the
friends. Thank you.
garden.
Oh, that garden.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm dead. He's like, what garden?
I know which garden
Um,
you guys are talking about.
But I think we can actually use a projector because we can log into the systems with our ID and password and everything as well. So we can use the projectors if we want to, but we never really use it to be honest, because yeah. But one of the problems you have is their Wi-Fi.
That's a one-off.
One of um. Especially if you go into certain places, certain departments, I shall not be nameless, my department. You can go into one class and there's this big, pretty Wi-Fi modem, you're getting Wi-Fi and everything, and then you take like
Go next door.
go next door and it's just
Literally,
no, that's
I've
it.
experienced that over Geo.
Literal. Anyway,
Yeah, that's not a you problem though. That's a Jamaica problem. Wi-Fi.
That's
No,
true.
I won't say that because at school, I don't have a problem like connecting to the Wi-Fi on like my laptop, but on my phone, it drops all the time. My laptop will be good. I can use it like throughout the day, anytime. My phone, it drops all the time.
yeah,
So it's kind of shaky too, but for the most part, it's pretty stable.
Yeah.
it's yeah. Funny enough, I did a research for one of my courses where we did this proposal where we tested the Wi-Fi speeds of each department.
Why though? Why is a Geo student doing that?
No, it was it was alright, it was alright,
I'm doing computing and I don't do that.
Then probably you want somebody to do it and then like never have nobody say no, give it
May I
to
make
us.
it an assignment?
no, it was a GIS course, a Geography Information System course, where we basically identify certain problems around campus, and then we gather the information, and then we try to plot. Basically, we make maps and everything, trying to show how different a specific situation is around campus and how best we can actually rectify that. So my group, we went around testing the Wi-Fi speeds of each department. And it's funny that the department that we're in was the lowest, of course. Engineering was the best, of course.
No one goes to, unless you're an engineering student, you don't go engineering at UA.
Exactly. Like engineering is
I don't think France knows engineering.
I do.
yes, we're surprised. We're surprised France knows where the campus is, but yeah. All right. So, guys, we're gonna delve a little bit into your personal life, as upon request. Daniku is not here with us,
Yeah, Danny was unable to name the podcast,
but she left a question for you guys. So she wants to know what's the dating scene there like.
That was funny. That's so funny.
What do you mean by the dating scene?
What possible dating experiences you may have had, or near
some funny stories.
or some funny stories, something.
Yeah. Who's better? Jamaican men or women? Or
Jamaicans do it best, period. Period.
You guys are funny.
all right. We take that for you.
Nobody here.
One for the Jamaican guys and females, of course, but what about women?
Yeah.
I think like The Yankee lingo is just like so hilarious. I can't even take anybody serious. I can barely understand them one, and they just sound like garbage.
They
And they
actually
Anybody,
have no,
anybody ever try
they
hit
have
on
no
you?
game either. They have no game. They don't know how to talk to females.
Oh,
And there's like a very big like hookup culture here. I feel like that's probably everywhere though, but I feel like here they take it to a very, very new level.
Yeah,
And of course, all the stereotypes that you know are very much true, very much
Eh?
consistent.
very much so.
So yeah,
alright.
Okay.
I don't really understand that part though. Would you guys mind
just that
explaining it?
go to school and learn.
Okay. Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it now. I get it now.
Yeah, very much consistent. Almost like it's nothing, Like how Jamaican people like kind of behave over that whole culture, but here it's really nothing.
It's really a one and move culture here,
Yeah,
literally.
literally with a lot of people.
Like when I came here in my first year, the first week of school, there was an STD in the dorms.
And there was an outbreak.
First
yeah,
week,
these moving fast.
Wow.
Oh
not
my.
much.
Well, it probably over UA as well. We
Oh
just
no, it
don't
is.
on campus, so we wouldn't
And
know.
No,
then
it
you
is.
feel like a whole heap of like weird shit. Like I don't know if it's weird. It's okay, it's not weird, but people have like birth control in their arms and people like I don't know, it's just like a very fast paced culture. Everybody's just like on the move. So even like that everything is just like
No strings attached.
Yeah,
yeah, basically
there's no strings attached.
really that's how it's
Everybody is just prepared to
especially
like they take the preventative measures from early because they already know that they're going to be out there.
you know
Very much
saying
also.
that they're not here for a long time, they're here for a good time.
Good
They're
time.
They
here to
take
go
that to
They
Every day
take
we
Makes
that
like
sense.
on
to
Makes
a true
facts.
sense.
level, like they take that on a sexual level, like they take it too deep. But that's really how they live their life.
Um,
Almost.
we have it out here in terms of, well, I'm not sure if you guys, friends and Norman, if you know about this page on Instagram called UE Confessions.
yeah, but I
Oh,
don't
I
follow
think I've
them.
seen it before.
Um, they have some stories. Some,
Like I have stories as well.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, yes, you
Chopper.
do.
No,
Chopper.
no.
Yes, you do.
Chopper.
I've been over 138 a couple times
I wonder why.
to
Wait,
study
what
a
is
course. Right?
138? Like,
I tell you,
is
friends
that like
don't
a
know
code?
you.
Friends, you've been to
No, I know the
138.
building, but like everybody always say I've been
Is
over 138. Like, so
the
It's
Rob
what
it's
about
Marian
one
and
138?
Dimel used to do.
Yeah, I know. So what about it? Like when you say you've been over 138, what do you mean?
To
all right.
study a course.
All right,
Oh,
we'll
okay,
leave
okay.
you to figure. We'll leave you to figure that
I'm
out.
just trying to get to the bottom of it. You
Of
know,
course, study.
Okay.
trying to learn the lingo.
Poor friends, and he forgot school. It look bad now. It look bad.
So don't believe me, guys. I've
What
been to
is this?
school
What is
often.
that?
For you, friends.
Repeat,
Who?
you, sir.
Oh, because everything that they say, you're like, yo, can you explain this to me? What is this? What
Yeah,
is
friends
Oh,
over you. Friends just visit us sometime.
you have
Especially on Saturdays when there's no class.
that's a lie.
But yeah, you
I
guys
go to
bored, right? You guys bored on camp?
We don't dorm.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
That's actually like a bad and a good thing.
yeah.
Why?
Definitely a blessing now. Like before, it didn't seem like a blessing because like you're new to the area, so like living on the dorms would have been like better to like meet persons. But
Yeah.
after hearing like all the experiences and like what residents have to actually go through, I'm just like I'm grateful I'm not on the dorms.
Oh,
I mean,
I thought you guys bored.
first, at first I really wanted to do it because you just want to meet new
Ex-
friends, and then when you look at people that
Yeah.
live in the dorms, just like I appear that they have like so much fun. can party every weekend. Like they have like a bunch of link ups, them go to like day parties. So the life was very appealing, and they just all like everybody who live on campus kind of like know each other too. So when it's come time to like make friends or go places, that was appealing. But now it's fine, especially with COVID.
Yeah.
Especially with COVID.
Makes sense.
I would be scared to be studying abroad during COVID.
But
Why?
no, in the middle of March, we were in the middle of everything. When I tell you,
Yeah, remember New York was one of the states that was free.
It was-
had the
it was
most
so
cases.
bad
Yeah.
because we went to school on the Monday, and by the Tuesday they sent us an email saying like, don't come back.
Oh, by the Monday night, literally, we had spring break. We had spring break the last week in February to March. We came back on Monday, and we went to school, came home Monday night. They sent out an email. Oh, we're not gonna have They sent out 2 emails. So the first one was that we're not gonna have they're going to try to like transition, they're going to cancel 2 days of school. We're not going to come in 2 days of the week so that they can try to work on the online platform to see if they have to move online, if they can actually sustain it. So 2 days we're supposed to be home. Then like within an hour or 2 hours, they sent another email saying that we're just going to stay home, school's canceled for the rest of the week until further notice. And by the following day, they told us that the rest of the semester is online. Yeah.
It took
So
2 days.
Because initially they had planned to test out the online platform to see if it can actually sustain all the students.
Right, but I was like, yeah, that's good because it took 2 days while you were calling him. Honestly, you took 30 days. A whole month of school. Oh,
Wow.
I'm not
Oh
complaining.
yeah, and then you guys had to do an extra month. No, we weren't having that.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
complaining, though.
Literally, it just took like the rest of the week for the professors to like get everything.
Literally, not
together.
even the rest of the week. They were sending emails and be like, "Yo, you have to do this. You have to do this," while everything was going on. Like,
Yeah,
they never took a break.
but they were very lenient as well. For me, they were very lenient in terms of like coursework and everything. You just had to like watch for recorded lectures, and that would be our attendance. For some of my teachers, they changed the overall syllabus to accommodate like us being home. They changed the percentages of some stuff, and at that point, that's when we really got like a boost in our grades. Like we didn't even have to ask for it. Like we really grades.
Yeah, they did that first, and we actually really appreciated it because honestly, if it was not for
You heard the rumor. You heard the rumor that I don't know if it's true that exams, instead of like 24 and 72 hours, it's now 1 to 3 hours
what you mean for
for UE, for mid semesters and final, because of all of the alleged cheating last semester.
Why
But
don't
I mean,
bringing up the controversial?
yeah, but I mean, they should have expected.
Yeah, they say it was so bad last semester.
Online, you're not cheating. You're just doing the exam.
Exactly.
I think that's kind of unfair though.
Yeah.
Well, I'm only
like the whole no. I'm not like saying cheating is bad. I think it's good. You're supposed to cheat. Not really, like school already unfair. Why? Like school already unclear. Why they must stress you with more work and everything?
Supposed to use all the advantages.
Exactly, we're in our own homes. Like, why not use up the advantage? Exactly. It's not cheating. It's not cheating. It's
just using the resources that you have.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
When you're doing exam in person, on 10th you have a pen and a pencil. Those are resources.
When you're at home, you have your laptop,
your phone, your laptop, books,
your internet.
Why not use it up?
Those are resources.
Yeah, you have Zoom that you can sit on a call with a couple of your friends.
Exactly. FaceTime, WhatsApp,
all of that lovely stuff.
Meetup.
I really do love that.
Oh, you are the school of Miago. I did not do that last semester. I'll just make.
None of us did.
Yeah,
we didn't.
It's too
We
late.
didn't. Like, that's.
No, we didn't. We didn't have to. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, you know.
We didn't have to. The
Nah.
exams are fairly
Like,
easy.
what are you guys?
No, me not
I
say
joke.
that. Me
I
not.
not said that either.
The
For
exams
real.
are easy because I studied.
Yeah, there
Hmm.
you go.
Well done.
That's
Yeah.
no good.
But
Yeah.
yeah, honestly, I think COVID helped us pass last semester because that was awful. Last semester was
I don't remember what course I did like. Oh, Java, yeah.
it was awful. It was just terrible. But yeah, that's interesting though for the change. I only did one course this semester though, so I don't think it affect me. 'Cause I don't think this course actually have a final exam. It's just coursework.
You said you're only doing one course this semester?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm finished with
Because I'm
doing.
basically finished, so I really just have a course and then an exam next semester to do, and then I'm just done.
Oh, that's cool.
Must be nice.
It is. I really want to leave that place. Honestly, it's a stress. It's just yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Um. What influenced you guys to study abroad?
Instead of
That's
like,
easy. Like, there's nothing in Jamaica for students right now. Like, it was an easy decision. It
Yeah.
was either I'm going to go and waste my time at UWI and UTech, the two party shops, or I'm going to try and get
I
an
am
education
so glad you said
with
that.
somebody.
Actually, it's the opposite for me. It was such a hard decision not to go to UE. Actually, really wanted to go to UE. And Nisha can tell you, like, I was going back and forth for so long. I was like, I'm not going. It took the most push. Like, my family was like,
I
go. I
fully
was like, I
believe
want to
that.
go to UE. Huh?
I fully believe that.
I know it was like I really wanted the UE experience, but
No, you
No,
don't.
you don't. You really don't.
I really wanted to go because it looked fun and like I wanted to stay in Jamaica and stuff. Like I feel like, I was very involved and stuff. So I was like, let me just carry this on. I have a good thing working with. But I decided with all the pushing from the people around me, including Neja, because we never even know that we are going to go to the same school.
Yeah, we didn't know.
So eventually I was just like, let me try it out. And then, I spoke to some people and then I kind of checked it out to say, if I want to go back home, I can go back home still. At least I'll have a degree from here and I'll
Yeah.
complete law school from here. So there's always the option to go back. Versus
That's a
if I go
wise
to school in
decision.
Jamaica and I want to come here.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah.
So that was
You
like,
mean-
that was the main.
Oh, I'm sorry. You
Oh,
can,
no, France. Talk France.
okay.
I don't care what you have to say.
Like, overall, schools in Jamaica don't really provide students with much to go out after, like do after.
Okay.
In America, the economy bigger, so I guess the whole going abroad thing would have been the wiser decision.
Honestly, like right now, I'm st- I'm still like battling between like my decision, like wanting to come here. I knew why I wanted to come. Like I was thinking, I had like I was in a different mindset. Like I had expectations of what I thought the journey was going to be like, what my experience was going to be like, and I couldn't be any more wrong. And like it really wasn't what I thought it was going to be like.
Wait,
Yeah, it's not
in
as
our
real.
good,
It's not
Yeah,
fun.
it's definitely not a bit of roses. It's not fun. It's not easy. It's not something like,
Ah,
honestly, if I didn't have like Sarah here with me, I would have probably have an even worse experience. Like it's not the best, and I think it's just not the best because students aren't prepared for what is actually over here. Like there was nobody guiding me. There was nobody to tell me like,
oh,
oh, this is what you're gonna need to do. This is how the process is. I was really finding
Yeah,
things
like we
all by
figure stuff
myself.
on our own for the most part.
Yeah.
I get that.
And it's not like there's so many things that persons don't tell you. Like I didn't even know I was going to be like such a financial burden to like my parents. Like I wasn't expecting that. But it gets easier with time, but it still wasn't the easiest transition either. Yeah.
Another
yeah,
thing,
that's understandable.
like my advice, like, I don't know if anybody watching this and you want to study abroad, but like find a school that has resources for you. Cause like at our school it was hard, but then we still had like resources on campus. We have like career services, which is like a service you can go into and they help you with your resume, looking for internships, looking for jobs. Like it's even a resource that you can use after you leave the school. So even if you're a past student, you can go back to them and be like, oh, hey, I graduated in this year. I'm looking for a job. Can you help me out? We also had this thing called the Rise Network, which was a group of only Black and Hispanic students because, you know, we're in the US, so it's a whole mixture of people, but that specific group kind of like we had a mentor and a mentee relationship, and that guided us. So, and then we had another thing that was specifically for international students. So like everywhere we turned, like there was still an outlet to like find something to do. So even though you knew, trust me, it's not easy, but when you have resources on campus, it can help you to, you know, make the experience better. What was the question again? I forgot.
I was actually I actually applied and got accepted to a university in Canada. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, Canada.
Wasn't it Georgia?
Canada don't give you.
It was.
Georgia
I think
State.
I don't know that.
Georgia
That was
State.
the one. That was one in America. But I decided like I wasn't going to go to university first of all. That's why I took the year off. And then I say, you know what? Let me just go UE and call it a day. It's much easier, less money and all that. So that's why I'm at UE instead of
Well, for me, I didn't get accepted. Like I did get accepted like 2 universities up here, and one of my main one was Jacksonville University, and I was planning to come.
I know someone.
Then I realized that financially it would be like a real I don't know. Financially it was a lot,
No,
and repeat.
I'm saying it is a lot financially.
Oh yeah, it is. And when I was like calculating how much I would have to find per year, I did get a scholarship of like what $20,000. That was like the basic scholarship they had to give me as an international student. But I would have to like find somewhere along the line of 50,000 extra per year. Yeah, and I decided not to. So, and then I did take a year as well after, because after I realized the whole abroad thing won't work out, I just took a year, worked for a while, and decided I'll just go to UA as my fallback plan.
But there are very loopholes to finding scholarships and finding schools that that you can actually afford to go. Like, for example, like I think one of my mistakes is that I, applied for mainly private schools, and private schools are way more expensive than public schools, actually.
And
Right now, I go to a private Catholic school. So right now, it's just like way more expensive than the average college here. So that was a problem. So like applying to like state schools, like any college with the word states in it is or a community college.
Yeah.
But ultimately, like a lot of these big colleges, you can transfer your credit. So if you go to a community college for like, which is probably going to be in or around, probably a little bit more expensive than UE, definitely not as much as a private school. So, and then you can go to a private school, like you can get an associate, do it for 2 years, and then you get a better chance of getting a scholarship to, a private school. But there are ways to do it if you really, really, really want to do it without having like a big debt or financial burden on your parents or anything.
I think my mistake was, I know my mistake was the fact that I didn't show any interest in the application process to come to the United States, because I never had no interest to come to the US. My focus was to go to Canada. I never want to study in the US. I never liked what it represented. I didn't like what was going on here. Still don't like it. But when it came down to it, this school gave me the most money. And I was just like, okay, I'm just going to go here. But I would say, like, you really have to, like, do your research. And you really have to figure it out on your own, or, like, try to reach out to persons who have been through the process before. Because even the SAT prep classes are there, like Endz and all of them, I don't think they really prepare students mentally for what is to come, because they don't even connect them to students who are studying abroad. Like they say they have so many persons who went to universities, but you
Yeah.
still can't have them like share their experiences and like prepare students who are looking to come to the US or even Canada for
I
what.
think somewhere along the line would have been like somewhere along that line would have been my next question to you guys regarding Jamaica per se. Like, do you guys think like Jamaica, like in Jamaica, there were much offers to help you guys to branch out abroad, like with the whole
Definitely not.
schools and
Definitely not. I think I don't, as much as there are college fairs, I don't think there is a direct connection between like the information that you get at the fair and how you can go about doing that. I mean, yes, you have like organizations like AIM and Bursan and
yeah,
other like small businesses that help with like SAT prep. But SAT is just one small factor, and to be honest, it's an exam that you can practice for by on your own. Like if you have done like ad math or any advanced math, you can do it on your own because
yeah,
it's not something that you need somebody to like literally be teaching you. Yes, you might need the tricks, but you can practice it on your own because it's the same thing every time. You read some passages, answer some questions, you do some maths. That's it.
there's so much,
But
yeah.
I don't think they really prepare you for the experience here. Like literally, me and Sarah had to like do this on our own, like lean on each other and try to get through. I think over here was where I received most of the help. Yeah.
Not only
Yeah.
that, like, I mean, you guys kind of name some of the organizations that help students. For me, to be completely blunt, I just think they're profit driven. I
Yeah.
don't think that they take the
Same.
time and the effort to help students to the capacity that they need. And I don't think that they understand that every student that's applying is on a different level and you can't treat students as on a standard level when you're applying to schools abroad. Not every student is going to fit into a specific group of universities. Like I don't think they've diversified their process enough to incorporate low-income students, to incorporate students who have challenges with social anxiety. Like there are different issues that different type of people go through, and I don't think they've catered their services to accommodate those types of students, and that for me is a problem. I can share my experience. I was a student and I stopped math at CXC math, so when it was time for me to do SAT, the gap was so large. Like it was because I didn't do ad math, pure math, or any of that. But the class that I went to, they were treating me like I did pure math. Like they were treating me like as an advanced math student. That's I would have known everything. And I'm paying these people to teach me. And all they did, they came in and they gave me a practice paper, and that was their form of teaching. They did not teach the content from scratch. They taught you through past questions, and that for me was a challenge. Yes, the questions are always going to be the same, but I think they should have started with the foundations. I don't think they cater to every single student's need. I mean, it's hard to do that, but the service just was not what I expected. But honestly, if anybody watching this again and you're interested in going that process and doing SATs, there are options online where you can do SATs without not taking away businesses from Jamaica, but there are services online that you can do SAT. There's something called Tassel, there's Khan, there's different platforms that you can do SATs, and it'll probably be they'll break down information more, because oftentimes in Jamaica, the courses run, well, the one that I did, it was from like September to December. To grasp all that content is kind of difficult doing CAPE at that. So
Right.
I was doing 5 CAPE subjects. I was involved in school. I was trying to balance SAT.
Madam
I was doing
President.
a whole bunch of extra stuff. Like that for me was too much, and the time period was too short. But nobody tells you that. They just say, come in, we'll teach you all that you know, just pay your money. And when you finish at the end, you're just like, what did I actually learn? Like literally
My
everything.
experience was like that too. Like it was
Came
always a
from me.
time. I had like SAT classes on Sunday, and I can really count the amount of times that I went, and it's $1,000 for this class, $1,000 US.
Oh, mine was more than that.
Ouch.
Yeah, yeah.
After
People
that
think that.
thousand
I
dollars,
wouldn't
I
tell
was
you
like,
Not to mention all the fees that you pay for consultations separately. Each time you consult was $5,000. And
Exactly.
I was consulting because I was just like, I need to go to this school, and they were feeding me, yeah, man, NYU and this and
Five,
that. But when you check
Not
five
US,
grand Jamaica
not US,
dollars.
not US.
yes, $5 grand,
Okay.
$500 per
Oh,
consult. That was just
shit.
that was just to sit down and talk to them for 30 minutes though. That was nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
For 30
I
It
minutes.
Wow.
skipped
really,
majority of
Damn,
that
really
part
did
though.
waste my time.
that's
Like even
crazy.
like some Sundays, I remember I'd go into the class and like the English teacher was telling us about she's tired, what she wants to do, and like having like gossiping with
Ah,
the other students that were already at the institution. I'm just like, is this really what I got to go to my bed for? Like literally, it made no sense. And then like I already knew math, so going to the math class was also a waste of time because everybody else was just slow and it was just an inconvenience to
Oh,
me.
thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't really like that, but I'm saying like the fact that they
Yeah,
don't
you really did.
separate
It's
persons
okay, bro.
to
So
meet
we
them
understand it.
at
Fine.
their level and at their need.
At
It,
my
yeah.
level, the
yeah,
same.
it's
At
like
level, that
it's
level.
an inconvenience for those who are
Oh,
also very
inconvenience.
advanced.
Okay,
So
okay.
like some Sundays I literally just leave and go and watch my friends play football or go to their house and get ice cream
Meanwhile, I'm struggling. Okay.
because it was just a waste of time.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. So next time, or persons in Neja's position, you can help that person in Sarah's position so that can.
Instead
But
of going to Devon
Instead
House.
of instead of going to Devon.
I'm paying to learn.
I could have helped my good sis with English, but she wanted to go. Yeah, that was house. Oh, that's
Okay.
no problem.
It was like
Uh,
I think SAT classes are the next are the higher level party shops. It's not just like a Mondelez
yeah.
or a taste. It's more like a Devono's party shop.
And they
Uh,
like now trying to cancel the whole SAT thing.
Oh, actually, because of COVID, they have more test optional schools, meaning that you don't have to do
Yeah.
SAT or ACT to get in. You just apply with
Yeah.
your full GPA and whatever else you have like to apply with, whether extracurricular, or personal statements, recommendations, whatever else you have. So
Yeah.
that's
Wow.
very good for Jamaican students. For our school,
Yeah, I think so as well.
more.
Yeah.
yeah.
All
So
right.
yeah, this is definitely the
Going
longest
way over time.
podcast. We've gone way over.
You might have to cut some of this out.
No, we don't cut out anything.
No. We have to give everybody
Yeah, our
to give
podcast
them
not
everything.
anything. But yeah, I definitely feel like we can do a part two on this because we don't even touch some of the questions
That's it.
we had. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And I had
uh,
questions for you guys.
sure.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, we definitely will have a part two then. Guys, that's been fun. So
But one
um,
question before we wrap up. What's one thing that you really miss about Jamaica that you wish
Food.
that was in America?
The parties. I'm going
Uh,
out and just having and living my best life. And the weather, I hate the winter time. Like I hate the cold.
Hey.
So that's just
yeah, New York
so
kind
I
of messed up.
appreciate Jamaican weather to believe it. Trust me, when you can walk out in anything, like imagine having layers and layers and layers of clothes every
Oh
day.
no, I know.
It's
Trust
so
me.
annoying.
Same.
Like literally when my friends in JA tell me that they're hot, I'm just like, yo, I wish I was hot for that. Very
Yeah,
hot. Like it's
Dead
yeah.
ass.
I
And
always
the
do that
parties,
thing.
the social life in Jamaica is really unmatched, and you don't miss it until you really leave. Like,
I agree.
That's true
But
as
for
well.
me, the most important thing was the food because the food over here is garbage.
That's
nah,
fact.
I don't mind.
yeah.
That's
I
fact.
miss the parties. That's mostly. It's such a struggle here to have a social life, but that's what part two.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
part too.
So
Yeah.
guys, yeah, if you guys want to see a part two, just let us know in the comments and also like the podcast. This is our first podcast with I
With
guess we
guests.
actually got two. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys. So again, like, share, subscribe. Please to
Do you guys have anything you want to plug like social media, Twitter, Instagram? You can go for
yeah.
No thanks.
No, thank you.
it.
Oh, actually, if you guys have questions, you could probably DM me on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
If you want, I'll add your Instagram in the
Okay, in the
description.
bio.
If
You guys
not,
can ask me questions, nothing like OD though, just like regular questions.
Yeah, guys, keep it PG.
PG.
and if they're up to it, we can definitely have a part 2. This is the longest so far. So
All right,
yeah.
yeah. But it's been good. Thank you again for joining us. It was fun.
Sorry for the
For
long
having
way.
us, guys.
Yeah.
No problem. Thanks for having us too, guys. You guys are great.
No problem.
Continue sharing information with the people.
All right, guys. So,
Yeah.
house business, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Links are in the description as usual. Yeah, and just stay tuned. This is episode 7 of the Endz.
7.
So we're getting there. So
Catch you next week. We'll probably have a new guest. I don't know. Who knows?
We'll see.
Danny probably come back. Don't know.
yeah, you have to join us to see. All right, so guys, take care, and we'll see you again.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.